maybe I'll describe exactly the experience which I had that can give you an idea of what Mahadeva means by the word translucent, ever-living presence. Understand? Only after this first experience, I realized I have something different in me. Till then I never had an idea that I have something different in me. I was always feeling that all kids will have this kind of ideas or search or seeking, whatever I had. Only the first experience gave me a distinct opening or experience, because of which I started understanding something is different. Feel the cosmos as translucent, ever-living presence. I can say very clearly, when I read these lines, I know how best I can verbalize, because this is the best verbalization of what I experienced around the age of 12. I was sitting in the foothills of Arunachala, not seriously trying to meditate, not like I was given a technique and I was trying to concentrate. No, nothing like that. Of course, I was given a simple meditation technique by an enlightened master, Annamalai Swamigal, but I was not trying to do it very seriously. It was very playful. But one thing, I was a child who is completely open and available to the nature. Very, I can say, intensely observing, intensely being in the present. Even now, I can vividly describe the whole scene. For spiritual experience to happen, two things is required. One, you completely being open and available. You completely being open and available to your surroundings. And the intense spiritual energy field. Sometime, even if you are open, if you are not in the energy field, the first cracking of the coconut won't happen. That is very strong, difficult job. The first opening of the coconut, or the first opening, of course, it is just like breaking the coconut. Once one opening happens, after that it is not a big difficult thing. It's very easy. But the first opening needs an intense spiritual energy field. Fortunately, I had the energy field, Arunachala, the incubator, spiritual incubator. And another one thing, fortunately, I was attracted to the beauty of that hill. If you see a hill or a river or an ocean every day, you will take it for granted. But somehow, I never took that hill for granted. I never thought I know about it. I was continuously open, available. Understand? Being open every time, every day morning, seeing it with eyes of freshness or with the mind of the openness is what I am saying, being open, being available. Many times, we completely close ourselves to the society. We just come to some conclusion, some understanding. After that, We never update our understanding with the result or our effort with the result. The connection is not there. A small story. One guy goes to a small county, a remote county, and fills his car with gas. The gas station owner casually was chatting and he started complaining about the local mayor. And this guy, the guy who came to the city newly, who was filling the gas, he heard the story, did not reply. After a few minutes, he stopped in another one place to ask for direction. There also casually started inquiring about the local place, and even that guy also started talking about the mayor. Oh, I never wanted this fellow to be a mayor. And as usual complaints. Anyhow, after half an hour he reached to the place where he was supposed to reach. There also, people were talking ill of him, people were complaining about him. It is too much. Anyhow, next day he decided to meet the mayor. This guy goes and meets the mayor and asks the mayor, how much you get paid for your job? That guy said, no. Money? No. I accepted this just for the honor of it. Understand, the mayor is still thinking he is doing the job for the honor of it. But the people who are living are experiencing totally different. You decide something with some idea and take up, but you are never open continuously to the society whether that idea is being executed or not, whether what for you decided is still relevant or not. The relevance of decision and experience, keeping it alive, keeping it straight, keeping it honest is what I call being open. Every day that hill was living, it was never the same old hill which I saw yesterday. No. I had a very funny routine. Every day morning when I get up from my bed, I will not open my eyes. I will slowly walk from my room, walk outside the house holding the parapet wall and come out, stand in a place. Usually I know from that place the hill will be seen. I will stand in the place, then only open my eyes so that first thing in the morning I will see that hill. I will see that Arunachala hill. And some of my brothers, they know this. First thing I wanted to see is the hill. And they wanted to make fun or tease me. By the time they know that I am out from my bed and I am slowly walking, they will come and stand exactly in front of me. If I opened my eyes and did not see the hill and I saw any of these guys, I will go back and lie down again. I will not do anything that day. I will not do my activity. I will not go for taking bath or anything. I will go back and lie down again, sleep for half an hour. Again I will get up and slowly walk, come back, again open the eyes. Only if I see the hill first thing in the morning, I will do my routine. It was very funny and looks little superstitious. But I always felt I took birth or I took the body because of the attraction, pull that hill has got for enlightened beings. There is a very beautiful verse in Tamil. The hill which attracts enlightened beings around it, especially the hill is respected for attracting enlightened beings not only in this planet Earth, even from other planets, even from other different spaces. It can attract and pull the enlightened beings to the planet Earth. So I never took the hill for granted. It was ever living presence. One day I was trying to sit evening. It was a Purnima day. Still I remember Purnima day, and moon is rising, sun is setting. Purnima day you can see both, moon rising and sun setting. Deep silence. Even though it was a small village or a town, the moment it becomes evening, it will be